Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, it's gonna be unlike none other because it's a rant. Yes, I got a rant. I debated on making this video and I said if I feel the same way 1 week later, I'm making it. I'm making it. Yeah, and in today's video, I am making it. And the gist of it, you saw the title. I'm so fed up and tired of my image being stolen. I am so tired, and I know some of you guys are always asking me, why aren't you doing anything about it? I would sue them. I would sue them under the table. Y'all, yeah, I would if I could. And we'll get into that in today's video. But let me first start with what happened. Imagine spending so much time and energy filming content. First of all, installing a hair, filming content, producing that content, editing that content, and uploading that content, marketing that content, and with a click of a button, another company just steals it. And this happens over and over again, but I'm so fed up and pissed off about this one particular situation. Let me flashback, tell you the story. So I'm on multiple crochet hair groups on Facebook. I love them. I get my inspiration. What should I try next? What looks good? I love them. I'm, for the most part, mainly silent in these groups, but I do, see posts, engage in posts, like posts, all that sort of jazz. So I'm just scrolling on my news feed, not even in a group. I'm on the news feed itself, and lo and behold, I see me. I'm like, oh, I know that ain't me. I know that ain't me. I see on there. But the young lady posed a question. She was like, have any of you guys tried this hair? What are your thoughts on it? And I see me. And the first thing, of course, I'm looking at is my own self. I'm saying, oh me. And then I go in the comments immediately and I dispel any myths. I'm like, that is me in that image. I'm wearing the lake wave hair in that set image. This is a synthetic hair. This is a steal. This isn't even, I don't post photos as much on Instagram anymore. I just post a lot of reels and moving videos. So they got me mid, like, fluffing my hair. Like, if this is me, like, they posed for them to steal this photo, for them to pretend like this is human hair. They just stole a photo from me from what appears to be a reel. So I'm like, this is me. I'm wearing the Lulu Tress lake wave hair. I then flip over to Amazon and I look at the entire listing, and I am it for every length, every color. They even so much so stole the entire reel. Me wearing the hair. I mean, day one thoughts. They pulled every image they possibly could. And I was like, wow, they went above and beyond. So first I reported it. There's a little field where you can say if you have an issue with something, report to Amazon about the seller. Reported, hey, look, Amazon, it's me. Hey, it's me on here. And then I also tried to leave a 1-star comment and call out the fact that, hey, this is me. And now at this point, that was 2 weeks ago. When I got back from New York a week ago, I had finally got a review because I guess my comment was under review and it got cut for not meeting guidelines. Yet and still, how am I not meeting guidelines? How is my comment not meeting guidelines when their imaging isn't meeting guidelines? Like, I'm complaining about a company pretending this is human hair when they stole my image. How am I'm impeding on community guidelines? Like, this goes against community guidelines. This is me, Leah, in this photo, not wearing the hair. I'm giving it a 1-star, not based on me trying it. And I think it's like, well, you didn't really try it. They're stealing my image. Instead of reprimanding the company in any shape or form, I'm going to say she can't post that comment. That's not good. But yet, what they're doing is good. They're making money off the back of an image where I did all the work. I put everything into it. And the thing about it is, in the Facebook group, everybody's talking about the hair itself. Like, yeah, I tried this brand. It was good. And I realized, okay, Talia, you're in your feelings. They're not going to be upset. You're the only one who is upset in this situation because you are the person wrong. They're just having a, conversation about, yeah, I tried the hair. It was good. I didn't like it. I got this hair in right now and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I'm mad. I have to do the self-reflection to realize my madness isn't everyone else's madness, because it's the same thing that happened with the QVR hair situation. They stole my videos. They had me all up and down their page. They had me installing a Wigget beach curl. So they stole my entire Wigget beach curl hair video, took it and put it on their Instagram. They put it on, I don't know if it was on their TikTok, but they put it on their Instagram and they put it on their Facebook. Did no rework at all, and used it as their own. And still in my QVR video, they're like, oh, well, I love them. I love that company. I love QVR. And I'm like, Talia, it's fine. It's fine. Calm down. You're the only one they wronged here. They didn't wrong the customers who are still buying from them. You're the only one upset. You're the only one who has the right to be upset. Again, your video was titled Why I Won't Be Trying, but nowhere in there did it say, and you shouldn't either. My call out is never to anyone to say, hey, look, that's me. You shouldn't try them. They wronged me. It's like, I get it. If it's cheap, it's cheap. We are in a recession. I get that. You're just going to buy what makes sense to you in your pockets and your deliverability. Like, this is going to get to me in 48 hours. I'm staying with you, girl. They wronged you. I hate that for you, but I also want to buy. And I get that. I get that. We all have done and bought things from companies. There's people who still shop at Target. There's people who still will always shop at places that we've boycotted or stopped buying from, or this, that, and the third, because convenience, savings. And also, if they don't feel personally wronged by anything, why would they stand for a cause that they aren't called or compelled to stand up for? My concern and why I made this rant video is, one, I want to be clear. If you see me anywhere, and you guys do an amazing job of telling me or alerting me, hey, I saw you here, I saw you there, is it they using your image? First of all, I would always want you to confirm with me. Check my channel. Someone even did it for my Y Wigs. They were like, I was playing solitaire, I was playing a game or something, and you came up for Y Wigs. Girl, did you authorize that? Yes. Y Wigs, Eon Hair, only two companies in the human hair space I have, or in really any space, who I've licensed my image to be used for. Those are the only two companies. So if you see me there, thank you for still calling it out, because I like to be in the know. That keep doing that, even if you feel like, I don't know, she might or might not. I want to be alerted, but it's misleading. So for people seeing that image, I have over 100,000 of you guys. There are people who are going to see that image on Amazon, not do the due diligence, and think they're buying something I personally reviewed. And if it goes wrong, Leah was the face of it. Leah was the face of it, and it was cheap. It was crappy. It was bad quality. It was all of that. It was wrong. I had nothing to do with that. I don't know them. I don't know you, sir. I don't know you. So I want to call this behavior out, because it is misleading to you guys, and it puts my name and my brand in jeopardy if something goes wrong, because you're believing that an image. There's been plenty of times where you guys have said, I bought it because I thought you tried it. Like, I saw you on this thing and I bought it because it was you. I think we are years in at this point. Just know, confirm first. Confirm. Don't go off image, because we know these companies be stealing. As a Black creator in the hair space, it's already hard to build credibility. It's already hard to build a platform. It's hard to do a lot of things. And I'm so thankful, happy, grateful that I've been able to do all of this over the last few years. And it's definitely a punch to the gut when you see yourself somewhere else promoting something where you didn't. I took a lot of work. It took me so much time. It takes me so much effort. I have a full-time job. I work outside of this. So everything I put into my channel, I feel like it's extra. I'm going above and beyond a normal 40-hour work week, and I'm spending hours doing this. It's Saturday. It's a Saturday, and most people are sleeping in, but yet I'm here at 9 a.m. because I want to make this content. I enjoy doing it, and it's disheartening to have that kind of ownership taken away from you in a quick second. The company had to do nothing. I spent the hours. I did this. All they did was log onto their computer, steal, copy, paste, and gotten away with it. Like, marketing is out the window. Like, people in our community, I think, get slept on, stomped on so often, and I think companies think they'll do it, they'll take it over. Oh, we don't have to hire models, pay them money. Honey, no, they're gonna be our models, because it kind of looks like our product. It kind of looks It sort of looks. I scroll down Amazon all the time and I'm like, no way. It happens so often that we cannot fight back against it. The sites that are stealing it are most of the time unreachable. They don't have a good contact. I'm trying to reach out to Amazon and I can't find the company because the company on the brand site says Walnut Hair. Walnut Hair does not exist. I went down to the manufacturer. It's, of course, a Chinese-based manufacturer, so I can't reach out to the manufacturer. It's almost uncontactable. I cannot contact them to sell them. Stop. It was easy with QVR because QVR was already in my DMs. Like they alerted me to the fact they were stealing my image. Like they said, hey, we want to work with you. And I'm like, let me check out this company. They stealing my image. Like, so they opened up a channel of communication that I could already be like, take my stuff down. Like, stop. Walnut Hair isn't a real thing, so I cannot reach them. But there have been times I have been able to find it if it's like Toyota or like another company. I found some, but they're not 100% where I can, and I shouldn't have to. Like, I shouldn't. Why am I spending my time reaching out to you to tell you you're doing something wrong? I will say, since the recording of this video, I was able to make contact with Walnut Hair through the Amazon link. I had reported continuously this on Amazon, the infringement. I got no response, no answers, but I reached out to Walnut Hair. As you can see in their response, their initial response was, do you want to work with us? After you spent weeks using my image, you were like, oh, the hair is so similar. Amazon's not letting us take it down. I said, take my image down. The hair isn't similar. It's synthetic. It doesn't have a string at the top, and it cost me $4, and you're selling $60 human hair. Take my image down. I said some other choice words, but long and short, they have removed and they've replaced me with someone else who I imagine they stole these images in these videos as well. It's a never-ending cycle. They just won't use real things. Have someone paid to review their real hair. Instead, you go about it by stealing images and then wanting to work with me post you being shady. You've already showed yourself to be a shady company. Why would I want to work with you? But I just want to give that update as of recording this voiceover. They've stolen someone else and taken me down. You're using my image, which models get paid. Like, models, that's the art of modeling. That's the art of marketing. Billboards that we see hung up all over town, those were paid for. Advertisements in magazines, those are paid for. Like, these are paid for images. You're using Black women who are already one of the most marginalized groups, and you're stealing their image for profitability. And it's disheartening. And you're making a lot of money. You're getting stars. Like, I've seen like 5,000 5-star reviews. So you're getting people buying these items. Most of the time, if you report it, they'll rebrand under a different name, or they'll take your image down and put up another content creator image. And I'm like, is this better? Like, they're not using me, but they're using Mary Kay Bello, or they're not using me, or they're using, Taste Pink or something. Like, oh, okay, well, yay for me, but they're also stealing another creator's like image. So I don't like any of it. And the one comment that I always get, because you guys are probably like, why are you telling us, Leah? Do something about it. Do something about it, girl. Like, what we gonna do? And I understand that, because it goes both ways. What can I do? So a lot of the common questions, or in the common response to this, is sue them under the bench. So when I look up, and what I've always known is these are manufacturers in China. So these are Chinese manufacturers, and they are not held by FTC guidelines. Those are federal guidelines, disclosure guidelines. All the guidelines we have are based in the US. So the federal is the federal government of the United States of America. The court system we have here is usually a US entity suing a new US entity. If Nationwide was stealing my image, if Progressive was stealing my image, if Shea Moisture, anything US based, something that is, I'm trying to think of other hair companies, The Do, if they were stealing my image without having written to me, asked me to do that, suing would be on the table, honey. And that's why they don't do it, though. That's why they don't do it without asking permission or going the right channels, because they know they can be sued. Like, Shea Moisture knows they can be sued. Pantene knows they can be sued. Tresemme knows they can be sued. U.S. hair companies know they can be sued, so they don't go about things in this way. And suing would 100% be on the table if they were bound by U.S. guidelines, but they're not. So they're not automatically, and when you look up the law, kind of in layman's terms, they're not automatically held accountable under US law like the FTC Act if they don't have a US presence. If the company is based in China and sells through third-party marketplaces like an AliExpress, an Amazon, or Temu, there is limited jurisdiction. You can't easily sue a company based in China unless they have an office, assets in the US, which these companies do not. They are shipping, a lot of times you've seen it, they're shipping directly from the site to your home. They're shipping from overseas to your home. That is how they are able to bypass that, because they are not a US company. And I can't take them to US court because they are not bound by the US law. I'm a US citizen, I'm a US entity, they are not. So they just, do what they want to do. If you think about what's going on with TikTok and what they've been trying to do with TikTok is trying to sell TikTok to someone in the US, to make it a US company, to not have ties as they think they have ties to China, like they want to, because if anything happens with TikTok, they can't really take them to court. If some mass leak thing that they owe millions of dollars to, TikTok might do the right thing and come to court, but they really don't got to, because they are overseas. I do think they have offices in the US now, so it's getting a little murky. And again, that's why every 90 days it seems like, is the TikTok ban happening? The TikTok ban is so that they sell their self to something linked to the US a little bit more. So, Meta, does Mark Zuckerberg want to make it part of the Facebook, Instagram? They want to have their own control. However, I think we need to. I'm not pro the ban. I'm pro doing whatever we need to do to get them locked in so that they at least abide by some of our rules. Like the things on TikTok is becoming the Wild West sometimes. Like I've seen a lot of creators. Have you ever seen that green screen and someone talking on the side and it's not the original page? Like if you look on the little side, there's been a lot of stealing people's image who are talking about one thing and putting something behind them. I've seen a lot of that, a lot of content stealing, and I mean they've gotten hundreds of thousands of views. So a lot of stealing images, and that is going on. I had two friends who had their TikToks hacked by people who just went live. All they did was start going live. Like they hacked my best friend Shauna's, hey Shay, they hacked her account. And all they did was go live and sell, like, I think it was an external charger. They did that for 24 hours. They didn't change any of her images. They didn't do any of that. My other friend, Tequila, did the same thing. Have your two-factor authentication on TikTok. I'm telling you right now, because TikTok does nothing about it. Both of them are gone, lost to the wind. There was nothing they could do about it. And that's just how it is. I think there needs to be more regulation on TikTok to not allow these things to happen. But again, until they are have more of a US thing going on, yeah, they're not as bound to some of the rules. So the two real goals of this video are, one, to raise the awareness to my audience of what's going on and just be mindful when you're shopping. Again, I understand people are going to see images as stolen and they still want to buy the product because, I mean, to my mind, you're still taking a gamble. You don't know what it really looks like. If you buy this hair, I am again and wearing a synthetic hair from Lulu Tress. I don't know what you're gonna get. I don't understand how these companies just don't hire models. What could it cost you? What could it cost you? I liked Y Wigs and Eon, and that's why I work with them, and I'm not really venturing out to anyone else because I looked on their page and they weren't stealing images. They have, and every image of people they have on their site now has been built because they started relationships. Like I said, hey, look, we can work together and I can also add a little fee in if you want to use me on your site. You can do that. You can do that, but it's gonna cost you. A lot of people get upset with like sponsored things, but if I'm darned if I do, darned if I don't. If I don't, partake in sponsored content, then my content is everywhere for the free. At least I should make money off. Like, at least I'm going to work with companies who are at least trying to hire models. Like, they had authentic images on their site, and I like that. At least they're going about it the right way. I want to change I can't change the game. I'm saying I want to, like I got the power, but I wish the game would be changed to at least hire models, at least do that route. Pay them, pay content creators if you want to use their images. Walnut hair. We could have had a good thing going on. I could have actually tried your hair, or is your hair bad? That's my thing. It's like, why wouldn't you want people to try your hair? Why wouldn't you buy your model? Why wouldn't you want the hair to speak for itself? Like, so many people in my QVR video are like, I love it. Their hair is amazing. Their hair is amazing. Their hair is amazing. Great. I love that. But why not showcase it yourselves? Why not show you how amazing your hair is? With people actually wearing your amazing hair instead of a girl who's not wearing your hair. Who's not, like, why, if your product is good, why would Adidas show shoes that are Nike if Adidas speak well? If Sambas are selling well, why do you need to show people wearing a knockoff Samba? If the Sambas are so good. That's why, again, US companies don't be playing these games. Because if the product is going to be good, the product's going to be good. Another thing people do say is use watermarks a lot. I've realized titling doesn't matter. Like, watermarks, what they do is they'll do a blurring effect, and as soon as AI gets even better, child, is over. Like, watermarks ain't gonna matter no more. But what they'll do is they'll put like a blur over the thing, whatever you're watermarking. So they'll do an extreme blur on it. Like, I've seen them take away, like in my, I think they left it in my video, if I'm not mistaken, the Lulu Tress video that they stole and put on Amazon. I think they left everything else in there, except I think they might have taken away. I always put a little thing at the bottom about what hair I'm trying in that video. I think they might have removed that because you can't have it say Lulu Tress Lake Wave if you're trying to pretend like it's something else. So the watermark theory, it probably would have worked 10 years ago. As we get more advanced in technology, doesn't work. And also, it's hard to put a big one over, like, because my content is mostly hair and I need you to see the full thing. So I can't have a huge thing on this side if the goal of the video is to see the nature of the hair, to see the intricacies of what I'm doing, to see everything. So it's going to get harder for me as a creator, and it's going to get even easier for them as a company to steal images. Like, the technology, AI is, so good for some things, and then it's so terrible for things that affect me somehow. I don't know. I'm making this video just as a PSA, just as a warning. If you see me, let me know. Hit me up. Tell me this. If you think I'm saying something crazy, let me know down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down below as well. I'm all ears and eyes down below in that comment section. As well as, while you're down there, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Give it a big thumbs up even if you didn't, because I'm ranting. I'm in my rant mode. I don't know what to do, and I'm looking for suggestions. I'm looking for just, what can a girl do? So just, boost my spirits by giving it a thumbs up. And while you're down there, also make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 to keep up with my shenanigans in real time. TikTok at Lia Lavon, which is a few more shenanigans and a bit more real time. My DMs are always open. If you ever see me, most of the times you guys let me know in either DM section. So continue to do so, because I don't mind going to the company and letting them have it. Okay? And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.